He's a freak.
Yep. Very good timing.
Intentionally.
and sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will always hurt me. Wah.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I had to. I'm sorry.
Maybe I shouldn't have warned you that I was about to go live. Probably shouldn't have warned you.
No, you probably shouldn't have. You gave me this grand opportunity to just fuck with you. And it's really, really great.
Oh, yeah.
Now go over to my channel and watch the Bighorn Sheep. What? I'm not subtle.
Well, you see, if I were to do that and then do, well streaming, that would actually rob you of views. Because if anyone was watching while I did that, you wouldn't get their views.
Mm-hmm. I'm saying excuses.
Now, if you don't care, I can.
Oh, I'm telling you to watch them. I don't care if you share it. I mean,
well, if I'm doing it while on a hangout, I'm going to share
it. Lazy.
Well,
this is where I came in. I came in just to screw with him. I swear to you guys, honestly.
Oh, I'm sure that's all it was.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
It can't be anything nice because then I would be admitting to being a nice person.
Yeah. It's amazing. You're actually a nice person, even if you think you aren't.
You're going to ruin my reputation. I'm supposed to be a heartless bitch, remember?
Oh, I know. But now you're on my channel, bitch.
There, you got one of the words right. Now try heartless before it.
Nah.
Ay. What am I going to do? I think I've lost my mind.
Well, of course. I mean, we knew that, didn't we?
Well, we knew that about you. I should have been a nice, happy surprise for it. I mean, look at me. Look how sweet and innocent and pure I am.
Oh, of course.
And anybody out there that believes that, I've got a few other things to tell you too.
Yeah, I don't really have that much to discuss other than, and Happy New Year's coming up, so woo.
Yeah.
I like New Year's.
Literally every time I hear that phrase, it triggers memories.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's actually
one of the few holidays. Most people this time of year.
It's one of the few holidays I actually do like. It's all about change and stuff like that for me.
For you, for 90% of people, it's all about being drunk, stupid, and hurting others.
Oh, dear Lord. That's not... No.
Most people aren't interested in renewal and stuff. They're interested in drinking till they're stupid and driving around acting stupid. Nah, by the way, I'm a very snarky sarcastic, but this is statistics alone, just on drunk driving records for tonight and for tomorrow and the day after, back up my argument better than yours.
No, I get that, but for me, that's why I like it. It's one of it's one of the holidays that I always make sure that I'm home to spend with my wife.
You're not going to make me
Yes.
feel more sympathetic for it by saying that. You know that, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying that that's how it is for me.
And I get that. It unfortunately. And hello, Nazo, by the way.
Yep. Hey, Natso, how's it going?
Unfortunately for me, it also happens to be connected to stuff that I went through with my ex, and the night I was trampled, and the night the drunk tried to attack me in college. So, which one do you want?
Yeah. No, I get that. I honestly had forgotten that it was linked to that with you. I remember the actual events that you talked about, but I forgot that it was linked to that date.
Oh, I know you did, because I know you wouldn't intentionally do that to anybody.
No.
I wouldn't intentionally do that to anybody, and I'm a bigger ass than you are.
I say I'm an ass.
I'm saying we both are at times.
Oh, but most people don't know that about me.
Well, then I'm here to enlighten them.
Oh, you do that to a friend? I tell you.
No, so you really should just give up your little thing you're watching and come up here.
I'd love to have you. And actually, if you can multitask, you don't even need to stop watching. I mean, I'm playing a freaking game at the same time. You don't have to have your full attention on the stream.
What he's saying is you can half-ass it like I am right here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm freaking playing Elden Ring right now.
By the way, that was one of the better lines from the early Simpsons, was when Homer was trying to reach out to the kids in one of the episodes. And they're sitting there looking up going, I found your half-ass neglect a lot better than your half-ass parenting. Oh, I was using my whole ass this time.
I honestly missed a lot of Simpsons. I watched a lot of the very early seasons, but yeah.
Nothing good past season
20. He's watching never mind. He's watching Jack Ryan, as in the show Jack Ryan.
Yeah,
I get that, but he's doing it, watching it with friends. So I get that.
Still, nobody should matter but me.
Which the funny thing is, I could actually go to that Discord because I'm sure he's doing it on my Discord. And I could share
so
that.
What you're saying is you have a Discord and you haven't shared it with me because you don't want me there?
I'm saying I have a Discord and I haven't shared it with you because I rarely pay attention to it in the slightest. Because I don't pay attention to Discord.
It's actually easier to message on Discord than it is Twitter usually.
Except for the fact that I don't notice it. Because I'm on Twitter.
Yeah, but Twitter, I don't get the notifications 90% of the time. They never work.
I have turned my notifications on Twitter off anyway.
Yeah, but for DMs, I need notifications.
No, all notifications.
That's the point.
Are off. All notifications are off on Twitter.
That's why I message people on Discord, is because I don't get notified if people are messaging me on Twitter, and I'm always doing too many things to be sitting there checking to see if people have messaged me. I need those pop-ups.
If you ever send something to me on Discord, you will find that I will probably not respond because I won't even notice it for months.
Yes, but I have your phone number, so I can make you respond.
True, but I'm saying my Discord. If someone messages me on Discord, I won't notice it for months.
Hello, John.
I'll actually look and go, what the fuck? Oh, somebody sent me something? Oh, shit, that was 3 months ago. And I'm just like, why didn't you just DM me on Twitter? That's where I am.
So you treat Discord the way I treat Instagram. What, that fucking exists? Wait, that was
Probably.
5 months ago. What the fuck happened? Who
I'm
cares?
on
It's just
Twitter,
Instagram. Fuck it. I mean,
and basically, I am on Twitter. That's pretty much all it is.
look, I mean, here's the thing though, is with what I do, I'm open to people all the time for emotional support messaging. I'm also emergency contact to a lot of people for their disability care. So a lot of them get a hold of me through these different messenger services.
Yeah.
So I have different chimes set up for text, for Facebook, for Twitter, for Discord, for all these things. And I have all these things set up to notify me on messages from certain people at all times and other people most of the time. So yeah, sometimes I'll be sitting here and it'll be like this little symphony where the chime types going. It'll be going from chime to chime of different types, so like bouncing like a symphonic little music. Some days there's no messages, and some days I turn the sound off before I even get to your place to pick you up to hang out because it's gone off like 50 times between this damn and you. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is, though. I'd rather people have somebody to reach out to when they feel that way.
Oh, definitely. The thing that really pisses me off is when somebody first got to know me on Twitter, and it's like, oh, okay, I shared what my Discord is, and then they text me on Discord expecting me to notice that, and then being all butthurt that I didn't notice it. It's like, you met me on Twitter. Why do you message me on Discord and expect me to notice that?
As much as I bitch about technology, I moderate a bunch of different servers on Discord. I moderate a bunch of different chat groups for old Facebook stuff for family and political groups and sales groups and stuff. I run a bunch of groups for Twitter stuff. I run a bunch of people for YouTube stuff. You know I'm doing this stuff all the time.
Oh, yeah. I don't have a problem with Discord. I have a problem with people assuming that I'm going to notice them on Discord.
I don't assume you're going to notice anything. That's why every so often I'll message you and then I'll go, fuck it, and I'll send you a text.
But other people have assumed that. And I'm like, what the fuck is your problem?
I have literally had days where I go to bed and I have like 50 messages from somebody. And it starts with, are you there? Followed by them like having this conversation with themselves about me avoiding them. And it's like, what the fuck? Shut up.
Yeah.
What the fucking hell? Let people sleep. If somebody's not answering, don't be some psycho, paranoid, delusional, schizophrenic ass munch. It doesn't mean anything about you, but if you want it to, we can make it personal and insult you. Mm-hmm. Would that make you feel better, people?
Maybe.
It's like hyper weird bullshit.
Yeah, and I've had some of that recently where people have been having beef with each other over movies and shit, and it's like, okay, I'm only involved on this very outside level. I'm sorry that your friends decided to shit on you. It's also not my problem. So why should I care?
Give me a reason to care. Otherwise, I'm just listening to a bitch whine, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't get me wrong. I have friends.
Offline, I may actually give you more detail. I don't really want to give it more right now because I don't want someone to find this and then go at me. But yeah, and that's the kind of people.
That's what this is for. I private message to say the fuck with this bullshit. No, I mean there's certain people like obsessively psychotic, where every little thing comes out. And you say their name, or people don't talk about the person, then they get even more obsessed.
Yeah,
and I've known several like that in the few years I've been doing this, and it's really creepy. Stop being fucking obsessive. If somebody doesn't talk to you or isn't talking to you, boo fucking who. If you want to get fucked, go get a dildo. I'm not here for you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And for the person that I'm talking about, from what he's explained to me, it makes sense that he's upset about what happened. And it's also, okay, I'm sorry. And from what I see, you're in the right for being upset. And that sucks. And it's also not my war. You want to have your war? Go right ahead.
Well, that's what kills me on half of the ones I've dealt with is you could do anything and these people take it wrong. I've had good or late. I'm getting along better with the person that I actually did a stream blasting by name than all the people who decided that stream was about them, even though I never said their name. I actually mentioned the other person on the stream. So, what the fuck is that, people? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I'm not that hard, honestly, to get along with. If you're halfway fucking decent to me, I'll be halfway fucking decent to you. And I'm forgiving if you screw up. As long as you don't make a habit of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I check on people. I'll go through my messages and go, what? Wait a sec. This person hasn't talked to me in weeks. They always talk to me. What the fuck's going on? And I'll message them,
Mm-hmm.
I do my very best I can. But I mean,
John Smith's very, very charming.
I've had people go weird and do like this crazy stuff where they're like ranting on stream that I'm talking about them. And what the fuck? I didn't even say anything about them. It's like, either you got to learn to listen to what I'm actually saying, or you got to just get your ego in check and stop listening to Whisper Network nutcases who are just trying to start drama, because none of it's happening. It's bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I personally know that I've gotten much less than many other people have, but when I've gotten people just trying to cancel me out of nowhere, I'm just like, yeah, fuck you. And what really pisses me off is when it comes from someone that in the past I'd actually stuck up for, but maybe in a private group messaging, in a group chat, I was making fun of them or whatnot, but I was like, yeah, this is just insane. Then suddenly somebody leaks those DMs to them, and they decide to suddenly make this big public trial over it. It's like, what's your problem? And I personally think that I tend to not be all that offensive to people. So why?
I mean, some people get weirdly offended at the weirdest shit. I mean,
yep.
And the funny thing is, and I've watched it for so long over at Sweet Anita's server, where it's literally all these people who are online personalities, social media people, YouTubers and stuff, Twitch streamers, all that, who have different medical, mental issues, who kind of have gathered together in her server,
Yeah.
And what's the one thing we all have in common constantly? It's people obsessing over our little issues. Is people trying to EFAP our issues out or prove that we're faking or other stuff. It's like the weirdest fucking shit ever. It's like, why are you so obsessed with other people's medical and mental issues? If you don't think they're real, just don't fucking watch them.
Yeah, and try to prove that it's not real. What's your problem?
I'm to tell you the kind of person I am. I've made peace with this person. We're not close for obvious reasons, but I've made peace with her. I actually had somebody when I first started streaming who captured me ticking backstage and shared it with people. Because she said told people she thought I was faking.
Lovely.
She has apologized and made amends. Doesn't mean I trust her. But I'm peaceful with her now.
Yeah.
Because it's been years. Who knows? She maybe has actually changed.
Everybody can change.
But it was a real thing. And, what kind of person does that? I mean, really? Look, whether you think somebody's real or fake, whether you think they're doing something for attention or anything, the person that looks like an ass when you try to prove them fake is not them. If they're fakers, you're getting them sympathy support. If they're real, you're proving yourself to be a humongous bigoted ass.
Yep.
There's a no-win situation for you if you're the type to go obsessing about other people's issues.
Unless you're someone like Keffels. Sorry.
Now, there are cute ways to deal with people dealing with their issues, okay? Again, I refer to stuff I do with Sweet Anita because she's cute. She's a sweetie. Oh, yeah. But, I mean, she had somebody who was following her who literally made like a little video game 8-bit storyline and game and song remixing some of the ticks that got her in social trouble as the song.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
It's funny as hell. It really is. Oh my God. And it didn't offend her. When he sent it to her, she laughed her ass off. She uses it as the opening on her streams now.
Oh, that's cool. I haven't watched any of her for a while, but everything that I've seen clipped of her, she's such a sweet person.
She is. But when you take Tourette's tics out of context like that and make a song out of them,
I know.
It does sound quite offensive in a lot of ways.
Oh, yeah.
There's got like one point where it's like, bake cookies and wank on them. Get the icing. So sticky. It's like...
Yeah. In the other chat that you added me to, I was actually kind of thinking at one point recently that's like, maybe I should mention what I actually do for a living when the person in there was having an issue. It's like, maybe he should know that I help people.
Well, it's funny because a few words from the two of us actually did seem to calm him down quite a bit.
Yeah. And
I was like, but again, I have these issues. I've been working with people in the inner city with these issues.
Yeah.
You do that stuff. You work with people with these kinds of issues. We've sat there and talked with each other where we're talking each other through our issues before. So, yep. I mean, we get it more than most people do.
Yeah. And I was trying to decide if it would help him to know or if it would make him think that
you're like trying to treat him like a client in a basket case or something.
Right. It's like,
yeah, I've had that argument with myself a few times too. When people start asking me for help, it's like,
because I actually have, because the friend that I was hoping might come on is having a migraine, is one of those people who actually knows what I do, and he's like, this is probably why you understand what I'm saying when others just misinterpret me.
See, and part of the reason why, and I'm not using names, obvious reasons, why I'm not so close to one of the guys that I was talking to for a long time anymore is is because he dismissed. He didn't. He talked all the time about being close friends and all this stuff, but when it came down to it, he wouldn't come to me for anything. But I was supposed to come to him for everything, like a damsel in distress. He was supposed to rescue me when I was broken, but he wasn't paying any attention when I wasn't.
Ah.
And I don't know if he did it intentionally or if it was because he had so many years of his own issues and stuff that he was trying to be the hero to somebody else. But because of all his issues and his drug history and everything else, couldn't do it. So he was shutting down and freaking himself out, basically. But he was putting himself in this loop that I couldn't help him. And he wouldn't talk to me unless he could help me. And it's like, and it wasn't healthy for either of us.
Yeah. I will say that I am not good at asking asking others for help. I'm
not usually either.
I'm too used to being the one that helps others, if that makes sense.
I'm not usually either. And I think that's maybe why we can both sit and talk to each other about our issues without getting freaked out on each other.
Probably.
As we both kind of understand each other in that grounds. I wasn't sure what I was going to think of you, but how honestly, is there anybody else from the online communities you've actually made friends with in real life?
You're the only person that is near enough of IRL for me to have done so. I've got a few others who I think I might, but they're typically a few time zones away.
I will say there's a few others that we know that actually aren't that far away, but some of them I haven't bothered to meet in person either because I'm not sure if they've in that stage yet. If that makes sense.
You're the only person that I just was like, wait a sec, you're where? And I think it was due to the Doroco. And I was like, oh shit.
Duratio, yeah.
I
said something. I said something about it, and you went, wait a sec, where are you again?
Yeah.
And you were actually the one to suggest that we needed to meet. And I'm like, okay. No, we do at some point have to make a road trip up and meet in Nihilus.
Yeah. And I love that. I mean, I'm actually from Wisconsin, so
that's going to have to happen at some point. Because that boy has been there for both of us for years.
Mm-hmm.
And he is a big sweetheart.
I actually didn't find out that he knew you until I'd actually already met you.
I was one of the ones who helped him get started streaming and stuff when he was new.
Oh, yeah, but
long time ago.
But I didn't know that.
The thing is, both of you guys started talking to me around the same time back when all three of us were very new.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you two were talking to each other then too. But it didn't connect to either of you that I was so close to either of you, did it?
No. And I was like, yeah, I'm hanging out with Rosetta, and he's like, wait, what?
Do you remember me mentioning that once long ago, Jeremy came onto one of my streams back at the end of 19?
Yeah.
When he jumped into the backstage, the people that I was talking with on panel was a Nihilus, Orange Hat, and Hunky Chunky.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This gives you a little context to my group. In fact, the reason he showed up on my stream was because Hunky Chunky nagged him into it and dared him to. And that was the first thing he said to me too. You know, I have my differences with him and I don't really talk to him anymore, but we did keep our promises to each other, including the fact that I told him if I ever got to talk to him face to face, I was going to call him Mom Jeans and Pre-Ripped. And so he came into the stream and I sat there kind of shocked for a minute because at that point I had like 200 subs and no attention to my channel. Yep. And then suddenly he popped in backstage in the middle of Orange Hat and Hunky Chunky calling each other names. And so I added him in, and we were all kind of freaking out. I looked at him, and after I could catch my breath, I went, "And hello, Mr. Pre-Rip Mom Jeans." It was the first thing I actually said to him. And he almost fell out of his chair laughing. But the first thing he said as I added him to the stream was, "It's not my fault. The monkey made me do it," and pointing at Okie panel. Because I didn't even realize he had the link until he suddenly was backstage.
Honestly, the first time that I was talking to you, I was between shifts, and I think it was actually either Christmas or New Year's. I don't remember which it was, but but I was basically like, I'm in between shifts right now, and I'm just looking at Twitter, and I saw some of what you're going through, and I was like, oh, this really fucking sucks. So I just decided to DM you, going, "Hey, I'm so sorry that this shit's happening to you."
I have weird luck in my life.
And okay, that there you go. For a moment, you're looking like some sort of specter.
That's because I had to switch tabs to check something real quick, and right now the only light is the white glow of the StreamYard.
Oh no, you're fine right now. You for a moment that you were in full black, but I could see
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The pinpoints of your eyes.
That's what I'm saying. The background of the StreamYard, the bright white here, is actually the only light in the room.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm on the StreamYard tab, the light in front of me, it's like using your phone in a dark room on you.
Oh yeah, you were just roboting a little bit right there.
But if I switch another tab because I
have shit.
But
yeah. No clue what you're saying.
Whatever. Fuck. Do you have a clue now?
Not really. I mean, I heard "Do you have a clue now?" but that's the last thing that I heard.
I stopped after that for the moment. Okay. The internet here sucks. The internet here really, really sucks.
Yeah.
I am in a very tiny town in the western Black Hills Edge in Wyoming, and the internet here is a big pile of suckfest. So, yeah, that's about it. So I'm sitting in this tiny little hotel room, which isn't even a fancy hotel either. It's one of the little local cottage type ones. So,
yeah, you mentioned
you combine that with an area with. You combine that with a place that already has internet issues, and voila, you've got shithole internet.
Yep.
So
yeah, what? Just for the hell of it, I'm not actually putting myself on cam, but one of my little Funko Pops that's been with me since I actually moved into my place, I'm just going to show.
I have the Golden Groot.
Cool.
And I don't care if people make fun of me for it either.
Oh, I don't care if people make fun of me for the fact that I have a whole shit ton of Funko Pops. I've already had that happen. She's been assimilated by the Borg.
You have no idea.
Well, by the she, do you mean in that Artemis has or that Rosetta has?
I think it was referring to me and my system going all wanked out and wonky.
Point.
It turned, it turned into a
Probably.
pile of fuckle. Well, I mean, I try to be a very sweet, endearing, kind, gentle person.
Oh,
I
of course
fuck
you
it
do.
up a lot, but I try to be.
Sure.
I'm just sweet and innocent, pure little angel.
You see, the worst thing about the fact that I do hide behind my avatar is that you can't see my sarcastic yeah things. which,
Come on, I'm so wonderfully sweet.
Which, if I were more on point with that, I actually have a few versions of my avatar to use, so I could actually give at least some things like that.
You know what I'm using as my current avatar, right?
Yep, without doubt.
And I earned it too. This was a damn impressive shot to get.
Yes, it is.
I love my photo work. Now, anybody who has a chance, go over to Ego Writer channel and watch all my shorts from beginning to end. Just watch the file. That way it'll help read that they've gotten recent views and maybe pick up some of the ones that were missed into the algorithm.
Yep.
And if the algorithm gets them, then I can get more subs and more support.
Definitely.
See, I know how to work this shit. I mean, the problem is right now we're both kind of in similar things with the pose of the faces, which is disturbing. So I'm going back to me. Because I don't want to be like you.
No, of course not.
He mentioned Australian. Is he the one that was in here when I was doing all the Australian jokes the other day?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I don't know. My brain's all wonky. I blame you.
Always fair.
All's fair. Love and fuck the world. I mean, it is incredibly complex.
Someone was wanting me to show to watch your shorts. Not today.
Those were filmed today, too.
Yep. And I actually just pulled up your feed and hit the shorts.
I need to go through the videos and I need to find the clip where he literally tried to jump.
Which one?
Where I don't have it uploaded yet. I was saying I need to get it set up. Where he literally, unfortunately some of these got bad sound. You might want to keep the sound off. Because unfortunately I can't control the aquarium noises. Yeah. And I can't always remove the sound before I post them. Because I'm working on very limited tech.
And it's not like I've actually previewed this stuff to actually be like, oh, what am I going to do?
My sound's off usually. I'm trying to go through and remake all of the shorts without sound, but that's going to take a long time to do.
Yeah, I get that.
Misha. Because unfortunately, when you're doing stuff out in the wild and the winds, and you're doing things in storms, and you're doing things out in zoos with screaming kids around and stuff, Unfortunately, you just don't get a lot of control.
Mm-hmm.
Misha is the tiger I go visit all the time over in Blank Park.
Yep.
So she's over in Des Moines.
Something that I'm wondering. Would
Mm-hmm.
we have a stream going right now? What would happen if on my PlayStation I told it to start a stream? Would I have two streams, or would it?
I
Freak
have
out?
actually seen people end up with two streams before. Because actually some of the like animal channels where they run the different webcams will have like 2 or 3 going at once. 24
yes,
hours.
And there's Ornery
That's Ornery.
with her mom and her music in the background.
Hey, but typically the ones that I see that have multiple streams are the ones that are like these mainstream things or people that have a lot of money. So I've always figured that they paid to have that privilege. So I've wondered. So just now I'm wondering, would I be able to have two streams going at once, or am I too poor?
Well, why don't you try it and find out?
Yep.
If we get what's the worst that happens? We get booted and we restart the stream. Look at her rubbing. Isn't
exactly.
You're my girl.
That is Ornery.
Just
So yeah, for hell of it. Let's see what happens. Which, by the way, I was starting up some Castlevania. I'm not sure how long I'm going to actually go, by the way. But yeah.
Sometimes it's just nice to have somebody to hang out with.
Oh yeah. I kind of hoped that more people would show up, but it's something good having you here. I kind of wanted to have you here and see what you might think of some of my other friends that are a little bit.
Well, we'll get it. We'll get them in here eventually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on. Where's that rejection video? Come on. I need to get posted.
So yeah, that get placed in Castlevania. And let's see what happens. And now I'm not going to share the link to Twitter because, yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going to happen with this, so I'm not broadcasting that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're still online here. Let's see whether I'm online there.
I'm still scrolling through the videos trying to find the correct video.
And I'm just going to my channel right now. Oh, holy crap! I've got 2 live streams. Okay, I guess it is. I guess that is not a pay to play.
Aha! Found it.
Yep.
Rejection.
I'm probably going to end it though because I don't really want to have two live streams going at the same time. I would prefer not to sound like the crazy person who's talking to somebody else who only I can hear. It's kind of like when somebody says that, oh, sure, that's fine. I'll talk to you while you're playing. But no, I don't really want my side of the conversation aired. And I'm like, oh, so you just want me to sound like a crazy person. Thank you.
I found the clip.
Which clip?
of him getting rejected.
Oh, him? Okay, so not me. Okay, cool.
No, the big court.
Okay. I am probably going to end the stream relatively soon, though, because
I know. Although we could talk a little off stream too.
when I end the stream, it's going to be because I want to be by myself.
Fine, be that way.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend time with you either.
Well, I spent a good amount of time with you before I went live, so. Although, actually, how do you end a stream on StreamYard without it actually ending that? Because every time I've ended a stream, it's also killed everything. So.
What do you mean killed everything?
Everything shuts down. You hit stop going live, and then the entire page dies.
That's going to be an issue in your computer because I've never seen that happen to anybody. When you hit end broadcast?
Yeah. When I hit end broadcast, it shuts everything down.
That's not supposed to do that. You need to find out why.
Huh. Interesting. Because that's been my experience with it every time I've hit end broadcast.
I've got a video posting in my shorts right now. It is saying right now it's 88% loaded.
In your shorts.
In the shorts videos. Don't be a freaking perv.
Oh, in the shorts video, not your shorts. Okay.
And it says posted. It's called Hard Rejection.
And dare I show it?
It's animals. You're not going to get struck for it.
I guess I might.
It says it's posted. Hopefully it'll show up for you.
What's that? Well, I see 3 dots, but it is there.
Click it because it made this.
Yeah.
Sometimes when they're new, they have trouble showing the image at the start. See, you see him there, trying so hard. Did you pause it?
I didn't pause it. No.
No. Okay, my computer's really laggy, so.
No, I saw it. Okay. And then
there's a reason I called that hard rejection. She sat there and waited for him until he was half up onto her, then jumped out from underneath him. That's just cold, isn't it?
Yeah.
But funny?
Mm-hmm.
So would it be trolling people if I posted that and I said, this is what I think dates are like for Andrew Tate?
They probably aren't, but it would be funny. I mean, I think the person is I think Tate is a scumbag who people should avoid, but I think a lot of people don't want to avoid him. I mean, people are attracted to money, unfortunately.
Yeah, but see, there's too much evidence that him and his brother have been doing stuff to actually groom and abuse, not just.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no! I'm not saying anything on that.
Yeah.
I've seen at least some evidence on that, and yeah, I've seen enough to make me go squick. Even if I haven't seen enough to make me want to actually say behind bars, but I've seen enough to make me go, if I see more, I'm going to believe. But even without any of that, his opinions just make me go, yuck. And anyone who holds him up as some sort of thing to worship, stop now, stop.
See, the thing is that I've had those red flags because both what I've been through and what I deal with mostly. I've seen the red flags on him constantly since he first showed up, including the fact that all the pictures of him with these women, they all sit, pose, act, and look like they're scared, like they're covering up.
Actually, and I'd like to pause you there. One of the things I was actually mentioning to my wife, since I haven't followed enough of him to know, I was actually telling Ian Antlers that one of the reasons why I believe he is a complete scumbag is that as a survivor of this shit, and that he is triggering you the fuck out. So the fact that I've seen you be going, oh fuck, at him.
It's because you know me. I have no problem with most of the MRA MGTOW Dom guys.
Yeah,
no problem with them. I support most of them.
If you remember when that guy came in, one of my responses when you came against him was, God, dude, if you're about to label Rosetta as one of these snowflake feminist people, you need to check yourself, because
no. God, no. How much do I bitch about feminists?
But because I was looking at that going, the next thing he's about to say is Eagle Rider thinks women are just the dominant species. It's like, no. I'm going to do you a favor, guy, and tell you to check yourself before you wreck yourself on this.
So, and that's the thing is, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt usually, because I know most people get very taken out of context on a lot of things. I understand that. But there's too many of his comments where people go, well, check the context. It's like, there's no context. There's no context to where saying, if your woman accuses you of cheating, choke the bitch. There's no context that makes that better. None.
Yeah.
There's no context that makes half of his shit better.
I was actually just watching a stream where the streamer was like, okay, here's how we can fix the things that Tate said and make it better. But oh my God, if you actually take what he says and go, this is good, you need help.
Yes, he really did say that. I've watched the clip of him saying that off of his fucking TikTok he posts. He really did say, if your woman accuses you of cheating, choke the bitch. And he actually acted it out pretending to choke a woman.
I was not looking at the chat. Yes, John Smith, he really did say that. I've seen that. I have seen that. Rosetta is not the only person saying that. I have seen it myself. I have not watched a lot, but I have seen that. And Andrew Tate is a disgusting pile of trash.
This is why when they said he was arrested for under suspicion investigation for trafficking and rape, I kind of believe it. I know we don't have all the evidence in the public eye yet, but there's enough stuff that's red flags that, usually where there's smoke, there's fire. And there's a lot of red flags.
I still want due process. I still want.
Oh, absolutely. Everything. But I'm saying personally, I believe it, because where there's smoke, there's fire. And there's so many red flags, it's not even funny.
In case you haven't seen, I actually made a tweet about this. It was as that I believe he's an ass. I detest him. until I've seen the evidence, I'm not going to call him a human trafficker. However, I will not be surprised to find out that is true.
The thing that makes me feel like it's so possibly true is that I sat there and walked people through, because there's this group of pictures that he posted of him with all these girls around him from different events a few months ago. And every single picture, you look at the girls and they all have protective poses where they're like guarding their privates. They look scared. They're looking down. They're looking away from him. They're not smiling. Not a single one of them.
Okay.
Not a single one of the girls in these pictures is smiling, except for the one girl who's sitting there with her arms wrapped around another girl, acting like she's holding her down. There's no smiles in these pictures. I'm sorry. If this is a bunch of gold diggers boozing and sleeping their way to the top with a rich man, they're usually smiling. And they're usually in really suggestive poses, not sitting like this, watching a video next to him.
Yeah. And for myself, I honestly knew nothing about Andrew Tate until I find this interesting, that the moment that he got canceled from everything was also the moment that I learned that he even fucking existed.
Be fair, he got canceled from Big Brother in 2017 when a video came out of him beating a girl with a belt.
Okay. I honestly did.
He justified that, saying, no, that was just a kinky sex thing.
Oh, God. But I knew nothing about him until recently, when suddenly everyone was talking about him being canceled. I was like, oh, this is interesting. In the moment that I learn about somebody is the moment of their cancellation.
But be fair, they were actually searching for him for this investigation.
Oh,
they were trying to find him, and they found him literally because he posted a video. And by the way, the video is what everyone talks about because of the pizza boxes and them figuring out location and stuff.
From what I've been hearing, the pizza box is not, or at least the people who arrested him claim that the pizza box didn't have anything to do with it. Whether it's true or not, I don't know.
Whether that does or doesn't, the post that he made to her that started the whole argument back and forth was a thinly veiled rape threat.
Yeah.
He was threatening, whether you like Thunberg or not, I think she's a pretentious little spoiled bitch and needs to shut her mouth. I can't stand her fucking guts.
The way that I put it to my wife is,
you don't threaten somebody.
It's funny seeing two people that you detest get into a slap fight.
Look it up, John Smith. Just look up Big Brother and Andrew Tate. There's all kinds of news articles about it from back then and now with the video clip.
Yeah.
And his excuse was, no. It was a kinky sex thing. She wanted me to do it. As he's beating her, saying, did you talk to another man?
I do not know enough about Tate myself to give these details, but I trust what Rosetta is saying.
Because, I will also tell you
because here's the thing. Nothing that Rosetta has stated goes against anything I have ever seen Tate having said in both clips.
Plus,
or I actually watched the Piers Morgan interview with him. I don't remember tons of it, but I do remember being like, wait, why the fuck are people holding this thing up as anything in Tate's favor?
Okay, so there's a little context to that also. Well, hey, you know me, and you've even seen me post when something came out wrong when I thought it was right. But I do research before I talk about stuff. I do. The other thing is, as somebody who, gets into the kinkier lifestyles and all that, true doms, people that are in the BDSM, they're quietly spoken. They are not aggressive. They are not loud. They do not declare themselves alphas. Part of what makes them alpha, part of what makes them strong, is the fact that they're softly spoken, that they don't have to be loud to be respected. No real dom, no real BDSM stuff would be somebody who's that flamboyantly angry at everything and screaming and telling everyone he's better than them.
That makes sense to me.
It's contrary to the personalities of the lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Because usually the personalities are the doms are actually usually very quietly spoken and just they command presence through quiet. Whereas the
Quiet.
submissive,
Andrew Tate. Quiet.
whereas the submissives tend to be the loud, boisterous, strong-willed personalities outside of the bedroom.
Yeah.
Exhibit A. So when you're talking about that lifestyle, you're talking about those personalities, the kind of personality that Tate puts out there is contrary to the entire lifestyle. That's not who Adam is. So if he's claiming, and he is that was about BDSM, I don't buy that either because it's contrary to the lifestyle and personalities.
Mm-hmm. And Tate is trying to put himself out there as this
and
hero
he does this
to the man.
He does this video clip claiming we're stuck in a matrix and they're trying to get rid of me and they're gonna have me arrested. It's like, well, what was this? His like trying to warn people that they've got evidence on me and I'm gonna get arrested, but please don't believe them. I mean, it was like you stuck Alex Jones in some skis-ball's body. That's what it was. This is the most paranoid, delusional rant.
Yeah. And the idea that people look up to this ass munch as some paragon of masculinity actually bothers me.
He is the flip side of the third wave feminists who want men treated like shit, who believe in being abusive to men, who believe you can treat everyone like crap, who are absolutely misandrous, hateful ragbags. He is the exact opposite on the other side. He is an absolute bigot. He is absolute trash, and he is no more valuable to society than them.
Yeah. Agreed.
I am very opinionated, though, aren't I?
True enough. And honestly, I kind of hope that when I insist on not blocking these people who worship him, that maybe they can hear. But I kind of hope that maybe they can hear that there are other places to get their guidance from, because you don't have to get men's rights guidance from this asshat. There's other people to get it from. And while Rosetta is currently being muted, I think I need to kick her from the stream. Just kidding. But yeah.
Sorry, I was doing something real quick.
Oh, no problem. I was just talking about the possible need to kick you from the stream while you're muted and deal with other things.
If things actually started to come towards me, or the fact that you would see something, I would actually shut the camera off.
Oh no, I got that. No, I was being paid.
Smart
I was like, now that she's doing that, I need to kick her to the backstage so that she can be like, gone. Oh wait. But I do think I'm probably going to end the stream in a moment though. So, but I wasn't going to do that while you're actually deal with other shit.
I get that, so, actually.
I'm not that much of a dick.
Even if I'm not much of a bitch?
Oh, you're that much of one, but still, doesn't give me the excuse.
I'm being insulted.
And unfortunately, you cannot see the shit-eating grin that I have right now.
Oh, when you shut the stream off, I can see it real quick, right?
Well, if end broadcast works the way that you claim it does,
It's supposed to. I've never seen it work the way you're saying yours has.
it's been my experience.
So maybe it just hates you.
Maybe. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yay.
Well, I'm going to hit it now and see what, and we'll see what happens.
Woohoo!